Hello, welcome back to another episode of Stats, Facts and Predictions. Brand new episode, brand new set as you can see. And surprisingly enough, I'm back after that shocking 2 out of 5 predictions correct for 201. They're giving me another chance to redeem myself with this card. So if you missed UFC 201, by the way, there's a link in the description down below. Little quick highlight reel video, very nice. Let's just jump straight into it then, shall we? Our first featured fight. Cub Swanson versus Tatsuya Kawajiri. Sorry if I got his name wrong, but Kawajiri's last 10, he's won 8, only lost 2. So it's quite a nice little run, although the 10 opponents he's fought haven't been the best quality. Now Cub Swanson on the other hand, the same 10 fights, he's won 7 and lost 3, but he's been competing at a much higher level, much higher caliber of fighter. The 3 losses out of them 10 coming from top 5 contenders every time. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna say Cub Swanson TKO round 1. I'm putting it out there. Next up, we've got Court McGee versus non-stop, action-packed Dominique Steele. Now, what a name that is, just for a start. I had to put him in, you know. Court McGee, he's coming off a loss to Santiago Ponzinibbio. Don't know how you say his name either. He's fighting later on tonight. He lost via TKO to him. Bit of a journeyman, if I'm going to be totally honest about him. I do like him as a fighter, but he's just not the best. You know, I'm not going to say much more about him than that. Now, non-stop, action-packed Dominique Steele. Jesus. It's only his 4th fight in the UFC. He's had 2 losses, 1 via decision in his last fight against, can't remember who that was, but his other loss was via TKO, Zach Cummings. That's another fight coming up tonight. He does really live up to his name, non-stop, action-packed. It is, every fight's definitely worth a watch. His only win in the UFC so far comes from a slam against Dong Hun Kim. Even though Court's got the experience, I've got to go with non-stop on this one via TKO. Do you know what? I'm going to go for another first rounder. Fuck it. Right, our 3rd fight of the night. It's like we've just mentioned these 2 fighters in our last pick. It's Santiago Ponzinibbio. Don't know his last name, I don't know how I'm saying it. And Zach Cummings. Like I said, just mentioned these 2. They're both good fighters, absolutely monsters. If you think about it, it's Zach Cummings' 6th fight in the UFC. His only 1 loss was to Gunny Nelson. Now, you know, we all know how good Gunny is. All the rest of his wins have been in every fashion possible: submission, TKO, decision. He's looking like he could be a bit of a force, Zach Cummings, in this division. Now, the same for Santiago. It's his 7th fight in the UFC. 4 wins, 2 losses. Not as good, but his overall professional career looks much better. I'm predicting a candidate for fight of the night on this one. It's the definition of a barn burner. They're both hard hitters. It's hard to pick a winner. Someone's likely to be getting put to sleep in my eyes. It really could go either way, but just because I've got a pick, I'm going to go with Santiago with the knockout. Now, our penultimate bout is an interesting one. It's Dennis Bermudez versus Ronnie Jason. I'm not too sure it's Ronnie or Roni. I'm going to call him Ronnie. Now, Dennis, after a stormer of a start to his UFC career with 7 straight wins, he hit a bit of a stumbling block. That is Ricardo Lamas, and Jeremy Stevens. Getting my names mixed up here. Now, after he's hit them 2 stumbling blocks, he took a little 7 months off. He's come back to win against the Kawajiri via decision. If you noticed, we've got a little bit of a connection with all these fights on this card tonight. Ronnie's last fight, he won via triangle, but it was overturned due to a failed drug test. Other than that, he's looked quite good. 2 losses, 4 wins in the UFC. Bermudez is more than likely to be the heavy favourite in this one, but I'm going to go with the outsider and say Ronnie, whatever his name is, via submission sometime. I'm not going to put a round on this one. It's going to be a good fight. Right, here we go, folks. This is it. It's the main event of the evening, and I will not lie, I'm very excited for this one. It's two young, true martial artists in the purest form. Very similar in style, in my opinion, which only makes this contest even better. You know, as they're both very, very exciting, out-the-box type of style fighters. Of course, I'm talking about Yair Rodriguez versus Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. Now, Yair, it's only his 5th fight in the UFC. 3 decision wins, 1 TKO against Andre Fili. Touchy-Feely, he's obviously an up-and-comer as well. 2 bonuses, 1 performance of the night, knockout for Andre Fili, and 1 fight of the night. So he's not done too bad. 2 bonuses in 4 fights. I haven't really got much to say about Yair. He looks like he's going to be a rising superstar. One to watch. If you haven't saw him fight before, definitely tune in for this one. Same goes for his opponent, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. Now that name alone should tell you should watch him. He's another young rising star, in my opinion. Even though he's been in the UFC a little longer than Yair, he's making his mark. Not really as known, shall we say. Although he's got wins over the likes of Sergio Pettis and as recent as Cole Miller. So, it promises to be a fancy fight. I can see a stand-up war at first. Lots of fancy kicks, punches. They're both very flamboyant fighters. I believe Yair will be the favourite for this one. But I think if Alex doesn't like Yair's power in the stand-up exchanges, then he's more than capable to take it to the ground. He's got submission wins before. And to be honest with you, I think this one could literally go either way. I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm going to go for here, people. I'll leave it up to you. Yair could knock him out. Bruce could knock him out. But on the other hand, if Alex doesn't like his power and he takes him down and goes for the submission, it could be an upset. Submission for the upset. So, it's one to watch. I can't wait to watch it myself. So, I hope you tune in. Thanks for watching again. Remember, we're picking winners for every event. We'll keep it locked, people.